Hey everyone, happy Monday. I hope you're doing great. Today we're going to talk about the Monday detox and avoiding these mistakes and adding what you should do. Because I don't know about you, but I think the majority of people wake up on a Monday and they think, I've got to do a detox. But there's a way to do it properly, and it's not really a detox. But I want to tell you what not to do, because all you're doing when you do these things over and over and over is a constant cycle that is not working for you. But I understand the feeling that you feel kind of blah and you need to do something today to get things back on track. So I want to help you do that in the right way so that you're successful, all right? If you haven't checked out the Earn That Body podcast today, it's about condiments. People sort of don't realize what's in their condiments. I'm talking your mustard, your ketchup, your barbecue sauce, all kinds of condiments. People just think, well, that doesn't really add to my weight or my calories or my sodium. But you might be surprised about several of them. So I definitely recommend checking out the podcast this week. All right, let's get right into it. What should you not do on a Monday? Even though you're feeling blah and you really feel like you've got to detox. That's what everybody says. I've got to detox. I feel disgusting. I ate too much. I drank too much. Okay. Don't do these things and trust me on it. The first one is so many people wake up on Monday and think, I ate so bad, I'm going to skip breakfast altogether. Like that's going to be the start of my cleanse and my detox. Don't do that. Start your Monday with breakfast. Start it with a healthy breakfast as well. Make it something really high nutrition. Have some vegetables in an omelet, maybe, some eggs, some spinach. You can even have some oatmeal, so don't avoid the carbohydrates, but give yourself a nice, solid, healthy breakfast. And that will start up your metabolism, which is what you want when you're feeling really blah, right? The next thing is don't fast all day. Again, I know you're thinking, I'm up all this weight today. I feel gross. I'm bloated. I'm not eating today. I'm going to intermittent fast. And you're thinking you're intermittent fasting, and really all you're doing is starving yourself all day today. That's going to fail you by like 3 to 4 p.m., if not earlier. Trust me. Why? Because your body needs calories, and just because you ate a lot over the weekend doesn't mean you don't need a substantial amount of healthy calories today. So if you try to fast all day, what I can promise you is that by 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, whatever it's going to be for you, you're going to be starving. You're going to grab anything to eat at that point and sabotage this let's be healthy on Monday, kickstart. Don't fast all day. It's not going to work. I can promise you it doesn't work. All right. So start with your breakfast. Don't think about fasting all day. And then don't think about removing an entire nutrient group that is so essential to your health, like carbohydrates. This is another one that so many people do. They think, well, I ate too much this weekend. I had all this alcohol. I had all these sweets. I'm just not going to eat carbohydrates today or this week. They're saying that they're going to start it for the whole week today. Not a good idea. Your body needs healthy carbohydrates. The longer you go today without those healthy carbohydrates, you're going to be lacking the energy that you need. You're going to be creating this real desire for them again by 3 or 4 o'clock today, which is when you probably will binge eat those carbs. Carbs are an essential part of your diet. You should never get rid of carbs. You just have to focus on the right type of healthy carbs. Okay, so think about things like sweet potatoes. That's totally fine. That's a carbohydrate you could have. You can totally have fruit as well. Whole grain breads, those are totally fine. Don't feel like I have to avoid bread. You don't. Just try to get rid of the white processed carbohydrates. That's the best thing that you can get rid of if you want to today. Then don't think that you can overtrain today. Don't think I can go for a 3-hour workout and that's going to undo everything I ate this weekend. Because guess what? It won't. You can't work off a bad diet. All it's going to do is set you up again to fail later today. You're going to work out. You're going to burn so many calories. You're going to work out longer. You're going to do 3 classes instead of the 2 that you already normally did, which was probably too much. And now you're going to be starving all day. And maybe you're trying to cut back a little on what you're eating, so you probably don't want to be starving all day. Not to mention, if you work out for 3 hours, you have to eat enough for 3 hours, and that might not help you feel less bloated because you have to keep up that calorie intake, or what you're doing is really just slowing down your metabolism. Now, another thing that happens when we overtrain is we create a cortisol release in our body, because exercise is stress on the body, and working out too much, like 2 to 3 hours, that would be too much. You're going to get this cortisol dump, which is stress, and cortisol in the body makes it harder to lose weight. So you can see why overtraining isn't going to help you today. Just work out 1 hour max. Get in a solid workout. That's all you need to do. And then the last thing I really would love to see you not do today is any kind of fad diet. And I know that you want to. I know that it's easier to jump on the keto diet today because you think that that's how you're going to drop this weight so fast. Or the cabbage soup diet. Do people still do that? If you're on live or if you're on the replay, do people still do the cabbage soup diet? Do you remember that? I did it back in the day. Anyway, don't do the fad diet. The fad diets don't work. That's why you continuously come back here over and over thinking, well, what does Kim Eagle, what tips can she give me today because I still haven't lost the weight or I'm still in this diet yo-yo cycle. Being on fad diets will just keep you on the cycle. Kind of like all of the top 5 things I just mentioned, going on a fad diet just creates a deprivation. By 5 o'clock today, even if you're on keto or whatever, you're going to be craving whatever it is that you've taken away from yourself, and probably you're going to binge eat it later. So really follow those 5 things, and I think you're going to realize that you don't have to do those things to feel better and get your week started right. But what you can do and what you should do today, because again, I get it. I have those Mondays too where I wake up and I'm like, ate too much, went out to eat or ordered in, I guess these days, right? Okay, what should you do? The first thing you can do on a Monday is really plan 3 healthy meals today. You want to sit down and do something and be proactive. Write down what your 3 meals are going to be. Make sure they're healthy, clean meals, and 2 snacks. So just plan your day. Say, this is what I'm eating today. I'm having these 3 meals. I'm having these 2 snacks. And that's probably where I'm going to end. Now, it could be a little more than that. It could be less than that, but not really for most people. Again, that's somewhat dependent on activity level, height, age, weight, things like that. The next thing you can do, if you really want to give something up today, then give up sweet treats and give up alcohol. That you can cleanse. That I will let you detox, and that will actually help you a lot. And commit to it for the whole week. Say, I'm not going to have any sweet treats. I'm not going to have the cookies and the cake and the ice cream. I'm not going to have the cocktail every night, the wine every night. The COVID wine has to end, my friends. We cannot keep that going, okay? So you've got to cut that out. And if you want to drop anything, those are the 2 things you can drop. You really need to bring water into your diet today. So if you're feeling kind of blah, you might be very dehydrated. So let's make sure that you are hydrating with water. Don't put anything in the water. Like, let's just have water. Everybody's like, well, can I have carbonated water? You can, but like just 1 carbonated water, then normal water, because that's really going to help you drink more of it and flush that system out. Some of these carbonated beverages have minerals in them. They have sodium in them. I don't think you want any extra sodium right now. So just flush the body with regular old natural water, all right? Another thing you can really focus on is sticking to real food. What's real food? Like whole grains, fruit, vegetables. Again, don't say, oh, okay, I'm not going to have bread. I'm not going to have, any carbs. No, it's not about that. But try to stick to the whole grains. I think it's going to make you feel a lot better than having all that white bread and white tortillas and white pasta, all that. You could have a whole wheat pasta today. Fill it with loads of vegetables, grilled chicken, have a protein, have a carb, have a fat. Make sure that that meal is really solid and really balanced, and just really focusing on not eating the packaged foods, but eating real food as close to the source as possible. And then the last thing at all costs that you need to do today is you need to avoid starvation. Once we get to that level of feeling so hungry, all bets are off. You might have started the day with all great intentions, but all bets are off once you're starving, because you're going to grab the first thing you can find. You're going to grab the easiest thing that you can find, and that is generally something that isn't healthy, something in a package, something you can quickly put in your mouth. And it's not usually going to be the apple. It's just not. When you're starving, you're going to grab that candy bar, those cookies, all the things you said you weren't going to have today. But now you're starving, and the body's blood sugar has dropped so much that you no longer care about what your intention was early this morning. So avoid starvation by eating your 3 meals, by having your 2 snacks in between those and really staying hydrated. Because if you do that, you're going to feel so much better. And tomorrow morning when you wake up, the bloating, the blah feeling, the low energy is already going to be better. And this is something you can sustain. Now, let me ask you, how many of you, again, whether you're live or watching the replay or watching this on YouTube, go ahead and type in the comments, how often do you feel blah on a Monday? Do you pretty much feel this way all the time? Do you wake up every day feeling kind of blah, or is it mostly on Mondays? Because what I want to tell you right now is if you're constantly waking up on a Monday feeling like Lucille Ball right there, you probably have to fix something on your weekend. Now, we all want to enjoy our weekends. I do too. And that's generally, we only order out once a week due to COVID. And we usually do it on the weekends. So I can tell you right now that I barely eat out at all now, especially because of COVID. So when I do eat out, that one meal, I feel it the next day. I totally feel it. So if you're feeling that way every single Monday you wake up, maybe we got to fix something on your weekend. Maybe we got to pull back how much you're eating out, how much you're drinking, how many sweets you're taking in. Because, ma'am, isn't it great to wake up on a Monday and feel awesome? To potentially get on the scale, if you get on the scale and like what you see instead of feeling guilty about something. And on that note, please don't feel guilty. Don't attach guilt to a number on the scale. Just look at your weekend and be like, oh, I had fun, but now I'm getting back on track. Stop putting the emotions with that number, all right? So think about that. If you feel blah all the time on a Monday, what can you maybe start to think about for next weekend that you can change so that you wake up feeling awesome on a Monday? All right, guys. If you have any further questions, if you need any nutrition information about my programs, workout programs that you need online, because a lot of us still don't want to go to a gym. Some people don't even have the option to go to a gym yet. You can do all of my programs 100% online. Some of the best workout programs I've honestly done, because you can do my yoga, my cardio, my audio runs, my core. Everything is available online, so always go to earnthatbody.com. And if you have any questions, just reach out, kim@earnthatbody.com. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next week with ETB TV. Bye, everyone.